Welcome to this series where we are trying to learn EU5 by playing Hungary. In the last part, we came through the Black Death and with, well, mixed results is probably the best way to describe it, because again, we are back in a regency. And just to show you what the current situation with respect to our royal family is, if I put the filter back on and show you, we've got basically our heir is 2 years old, so we got 14 years to get through with. I'm just going to pause the game because we got things coming in. We got 14 years to get through to before we get a king again. What I'd like to do is accumulate enough cash to give him an expensive education. But quite interestingly, our kind of son, who's actually leader of the cabinet, is producing daughters. So we got 4 daughters. One's 12 years of age, and what I'm hoping is that one of these might go back into the cabinet when we've actually get a few things done. So that's the current situation. Beyond that, we seem to be recovering quite well. What have we got up here open? Accept offer. Okay. Poland's calling us to join the war against the uprising of Greater Poland. So what have we got here? Well, it doesn't look much of an uprising, but I think this might be an opportunity in the sense that to get a little bit of practice with... Oh, just going to pause the game. It says return to barter, allowing barter to continue. We lose legitimacy gain. We lose 1% inflation. Our merchants gain plus 25% trade advantage in the pest market. We move to societal values towards, what was it? Towards capital. Towards traditional. Again. Actually, I think maybe it's time to start looking at these values. Towards capital. Economy. And towards traditional economy. Right, so traditional is here. When traditionalist is dominant, it sends us to the estate satisfaction plus 2.5. Oh, no. I don't want that. I don't want... That's going to cause us a problem with institutional spread. Cultural tradition and stability cost minus 20%. We're still early in the game, but I don't really like the idea of losing that. Oh no, it says embrace institutional cost. Okay, read the tooltips. So that means that to embrace it, it's going to cost us a lot more. This will move us towards a traditional. Again, minus 25 trade advantage. I don't really want to lose the trade advantage. And so one's traditional. Is that two different things? It says capital economy. Where's the capital economy? Okay, so it's here. I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry, guys. So at the moment we're right out here. If we move towards a capital economy, food production minus 20, building costs, bank interest, production efficiency 20%, population capacity, food production plus 20%, building costs more expensive. I like this, to be honest. I like the idea of 25% there. It just means our commoners lose 20% satisfaction. So I'm going to go for that. That means our commoners are unhappy. But can we give them anything that will get them back? Means of production. Pause again, sorry. Partial yield, represented in Parliament. Towards 3 subjects. Can we give them something that autonomous migration? I did do something in Holland where it says free mobility that allows presence noble state equilibrium minus 5 monthly progress towards 3 subjects. Plus 20% more power. I mean, that's free mobility is access to royal ecclesiastical courts. Communalism. Autonomous villages. Fewer levies. I don't want that. Means actually allow peasants to migrate. No laborons. Not really anything here of great, is it? Commoners, peasants and food consumption. RGO size in rural -10. I don't really want that. I think they're just going to have to go with it. Anyway, right, we've now got war. Let's just raise the levies. All levies. Okay, we don't really want to raise all the levies. Okay, let me just see. What's the point of... okay, I'm assuming the bigger zeros here. Okay, yeah, I've got it correct, guys. Sorry. This is the first time ever I've raised substantial levies. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm raising the levies away from our capital. Maybe we'll raise some there. 2,000. Because I don't want to raise the levies by Buddha and Pest. Maybe we'll do that. Okay. We'll just raise those because I only want to send up a token force just to get a bit of practice with respect to that. What's this? That's the against Poland. We've still got disease in the country, which is causing a problem. Okay, we're just going to let these guys, our levies rise. And then I think it's shift. I'm going to bring them together. And we're going to merge them. So the cardinals from the curious have apostolate servitudes. Liberal plus 10%. Okay. So we're going to bring our armies together. Of course it's winter, so we got attrition. Uprising of the... I'll bring them together up here into a single army. I thought I had a bigger army than that. Can we merge them? Okay. I don't want to disband. Recruit to army. Well, we're going to balance the units. We're going to march them up there. I think we can afford to lose a few troops. As I say, I'm trying to build up a little bit of money. I want to build up the stability. Markets with low stockpiles, yeah. I do want to build up granaries to kind of strengthen our overall economy, if possible. I've also, the other thing I want to try and do is build libraries. Just see if you've got a library in here. Okay, what we got here? Heir can have a better education. Yeah, but I want that. I want to raise the money. Children can have a better education. Yeah. Right. Let's pause. So the Chancellor reports union formed. We have found a union with Hungary, Croatia, and Poland. We have now to protect each other when attacked. We can pass laws. Has the union grown? Oh, great. I think what we'll do to begin with, we'll get him on administrative education. We're just going to keep saving the money. I'm assuming that we're still the senior partner. Is that changed? So we've now got a three-way union. Hungary is the senior partner? Let's go in here. Can we? Okay, we got 14 years for the Hungarian Union to come together. Is that what's happened then? Is the Poland doesn't have an heir? Let me just see. We've got to work this out. We better keep our king alive, haven't we? Because he's intelligent. And what was that? Okay. Right. We're going to do a little. Well, I want to save the money up to get for him to become a. So we're going to do a little bit of fighting for the moment. We'll just let the economy keep growing up a little bit. To improve relations as much as he can. Okay. So how high are our population in Ukraine? I think this is one of the downsides. I found it when I was trying to learn CK or CK2 actually, just to give the game away a little bit. So we got to 171, but we could become their dominion, but we can't. Okay, so we're all blocked on that area there. This is getting complicated. Okay, these guys are. I think we'll just push these through because I don't think there's much opposition in this area, is there? Okay, so basically we just got to go through and liberate this to win this war. So it's not a great problem. What else have we got here? We've got unhappy estates commoners. I can't think of any way to do that. We've got RGO's missing employees. Okay, we're going to let the game just run. We're going to give the heir and then go bankrupt, and then we're going to start building up the economy. Just to give you an overview of the control at the moment. The control is spreading. We got a little bit more power down here with respect to what's going on. And I do have a strategy, but if our kind of king or whatever you want to call him. Okay, we'll send this guy up here so he can. The maid draft. What is this? A fear of catching the plague, serving as sick noblemen, too great for the lower classes. Much wages can be raised. And now demanding the right to draft commoners. We lose stability. Ridiculous. Lose legitimacy. I really do want to get this mission. Let me just look at this mission. Which is the one we've got to get to first? Royal authority. It's legitimacy we've got to get to. Okay. So we're gonna currently 60 towards serfdom, changing. So we're moving back. Commoners lose. We're really beating up our lose. Okay, we're going to institute the draft. I think we're going to pay a price of this because our commoners are getting very, very unhappy. I think I'm going to have to give them something here because they're really low now. We need to get that back a little bit. Representation in Parliament towards 3 subjects. Peasants' food consumption -10. We need to give them a little bit more, something that's access to royal and the ecclesiastical church courts here. Clergy's satisfaction, monthly progress towards communalism. Okay, we're going to give them that. That should push them up a little bit. Make them a little bit more happy. Okay, we're now going to get find our heir. Where are you? Societal values. Societal values. Okay, sorry about this. Where is our heir? Filter. Crown. He's our 3-year-old. And you are going to get an expensive education. That means we're broke. But we've got an expensive education. Right, we'll just get up here. We'll see if we can win the war for our... I don't think... Is there any war score? No, I think a civil war is just a question of recovering the ground, isn't it? Where's any more rebellion here? Okay, the war's... Right, Army UK. Open... Is there any... Oh, well, we're just going to find out. There's only 2,000 anyway, so... Okay. What are we building here? Okay, right, so we need to build up some money. Now, this might be a good thing to talk a little bit about the strategy going forward. Why are you building a castle there? I'm kind of been thinking about how we can expand, but I don't want to expand until we've got our new king or we've got everything going. And I was looking at these just before I started, and just let the game run, actually. There's no point worrying too much. What on earth is this? Yeah, we're not... We got... What is going on now? It says unprecedented. We got a claim on Naples now. I can see me expanding without actually doing anything. She's 23. And it doesn't look like she's actually married. But then again, she's only just come to the throne, so I can't see that being a problem. Looks like we've got a shortage of lumber. What's the price on lumber rising at the moment? It's static. I think we might want to try and drive down the price of lumber a little bit. Let's see. I think we've got... Get back to... Where is Buda and Pest? There we are. I think we've got lumber over here, haven't we? There's wheat. Actually, we could probably do with some food as well. We've now got Novgorod here. We've got this here. What I would like to do, if possible, come to think of it, is how much is it going to cost? We're going to build a library here, because what this does is this improves literacy and population promotion speed. So I think we're going to go with the library there. Yeah, I think the library... I know we're not really developing our economy at the moment, but I think if we can get the population back up, because we've still got buildings missing employees. Although, look of it, most of them are now away from our kind of core center here. Yeah, we're not going to press this ballet. So we got unhappy nobility and commoners now, though nobility is a little bit closer to the mark. We're working towards getting rid of that. Rebel movements are kind of going down, and so we may get a commoner insurgence is growing. Diplomatic move. The diplomacy between nations is often affected by random factors on both sides, involving the ways beyond the ability of diplomatic corps either state. Gain 2 diplomats. Even I could do with 2 diplomats. That would be good. So that was worth actually finding. Okay. Underage heir. Yes, I know. We've got an underage heir. What's this here? Locations depopulating. Do we have any wastage? And we're not getting a warning for that. Why have we got disease? Let's have a look at what's going on from a disease point of view. What diseases have we got? So what have we got here? So we've got smallpox spreading across the countryside. Anyone want to take a bet on whether... So at the moment we've got... Oh, what we got here? So it's finance the construction. Oh, we gained 2.5. Oh, yeah. Wow. We're certainly going to take that. It's going to take our money, but it says here, universities are institutions and academics that progress towards intellectual growth. Naturally, such a building is advantageous in the construct. Because I don't think we can actually build a university at the moment, so that would be quite there. That progress towards research would be really, really good. Impact. Do we get that instantaneously then? Yeah, wow, we've got instantaneous university. Well, that's certainly worth it, isn't it? Local population. Does that give anything else like proximity or anything? Oh, that just gives institutional growth. Oh, wow. What we got here? So it's diplomatic actions. One thing I do want to check is Transylvania. I just want to see what. Whoops. I just want to see what we've got in the way of. These guys could do a little bit of, I don't know, 132. Maybe we can get a little bit more money from. Just have a look at the institutional growth actually. While we're at it, in institutions, how are we going? So we got Peck here. So it's growing up here. So it's now in Zagreb. So we've got 19%, 21%. Oh, how's it in Pest? We're still kind of... Professional armies is coming along quite nice. So it is slowly spreading in our direction. And of course, if we go to research, you can see if we click on Age of here, you can see kind of how it's spreading here across like this. Says we need to be 20% exposed to the Renaissance where we can embrace it. Okay, I think trying to embrace it too early is costs a fortune, if I remember correctly. Overcultural capacity. Okay, let's just let the game keep running. We don't need that. The Black Death is still around somewhere, but it's not. Hopefully, it's nowhere near us. Can we get any improve the control? The control pack is up to 20%. I think I'd like to just keep growing. We got a shortage of sturdy grains in the pest market, and we've got lumber is still okay. Okay, so we've now got cultural overlordship, advanced research. Okay, so how far have we got down the research tree? So we're working towards there. So we're working on max literacy 10%. If we can get that, let me just see. What's the one we're aiming for? It's this one here. So we got to complete this, and then we're going to be looking at maybe something else that's, and then we got to go to proximity cost. I think I'm just going to let that run so that we can get things sorted. So we need to kind of start trying to build up our economy a little bit. I mean, it's reasonable, but it's not brilliant. And I feel that we need to be kind of building that up. Production. What's the most profitable? What are we getting here? Is there anything new? Paper makers are quite often a good shot as well. Let me just see. Have us have a look in either food or pest and see if what we got a paper maker. It's not brilliant, is it? Plant fibers. Okay, let me just have a look at paper. Who's the most profitable paper makers? Buddha. But the trouble is, see, we're still short of workers. So maybe we need to push up the RGOs, maybe get a bit more lumber. So if we can push the price of lumber down for the construction. So let's have a look at. What's the profit on here? It's not brilliant, but actually, what can we do here? Forest village, market village. I think what we'll do is work market building costs 50, 365. I think maybe rather than building that, what we can do is around this lake we were building lumber mills. I don't. What happened there? I thought I built a lumber mill down here. Oh no, we built a lumber mill. If I go here, this guy's got a shortage. Is there anyone got a shortage there? This one's not too bad. So if we build we get a lumber mill in here. Just going to build a lumber mill in there. Just to try and get those construction costs down. Right, we've got unprofitable buildings down in Zagreb, but Zagreb's got no control. We've got to find a way to kind of increase our control. I'd like to build up this if possible. What we got here? We got a brewer. He's using fruit wooden tools. And of course in Norgrad we have actually got fruit. But we got a shortage of workforce though. What I really need to do is try and increase the actual the thing. Right, we got legitimacy here. Oops, sorry. We've got 44. What was the total we had to get to for the mission? We've got to get to 86 legitimacy. Okay, we've got refugees at the gates. Refugees are fleeing the plague arrived in numbers in Pozny. Pozny is over here. On this little border town here. It says, take in the refugees. Presence in Pozny is set to 10%. Plague camps for the refugees. We lose 48. These refugees welcome for migration attraction. Fleeing the turn them away. I don't want to lose the prestige. And we got Pozny gains refugees welcome. Change society towards traditionalist. Migration attraction. Where's Borsal? Borsal's over there. You're in the middle of nowhere. I think we're actually going to pay the money. Because I don't really want to move to traditionalist. Sorry, again. I think increasingly now we're going to have to look at these values. So what is it we're moving towards? And I think this is a key element of the game now. You've got to do it. So we move towards traditionalist, state satisfaction, cultural transition, stability, investment costs. I think my inclination is to move towards innovative, but I think at the moment, yeah, I think we're just going to pay the 47, build up there, and Pozny is here. I think if we get a flow of people into here, and I think the other thing also, I think it is libraries. Let me just see that what we really need is round here. We need a library in every town. So just make sure if you've got a library. Let's have a look. Because this increases pop promotion speed. That's what I'm after. I think we're going to... Because if you get population promotion speeds in, what that will do is it will, how can you put it? It will grow the, it will promote up the population quicker than normal. What we got here, we got a marketplace in here. That's the other thing I want to do is get some more marketplaces in these areas here. What we got here. We put a marketplace in here. Got irrigation. Now, irrigation. What do we get for irrigation? Local population capacity, local food production. Learning from the plague. Push for standardization. Each doctor gets to choose. We lose 10 prestige. Push for standardization, but we don't get anything for it. So there's court doctors and university believe they could standardize successful plague preventing techniques to help alleviate the situation. At the moment, the plague treatment and prevention is handled by a decentralized network of local plague doctors. Practitioners should choose change towards traditionalist again. And we lose 10 prestige. Don't really want to spend that money, so I'm sorry, but we're going to have to fight the traditionalist battle in another way. Anyway, back to what I was saying is, I think if we put irrigation in here, because we are producing food in, oops, I should have done that because we're just about to finish the library. So, right, we've got a library, we're building irrigation. Is there anything else where we can, we've got wine. I don't think irrigation will benefit wine, will it? We're not producing food. Where else are we producing some food? Maybe we get some, trying to flash out a little bit. That's marble, that's no good. What have we got down here? Saltpeter. That's livestock. I'm not sure if livestock is covered by food. Medicants that way. Okay. I thought we had plenty of food. Actually, we got medicants there, but we don't have the demographics. Wild game. Is there anything we can do to improve this? Food production. I think if we drop a market, I'm getting indecisive. That's not good. We're going to need to come down about these guys. I think we'll put some irrigation in here because you're already tier 3 sturdy greens. Plus these buildings take peasants, and we've got loads of peasants. So if we can develop that, how about down here? You're producing fruits. You've got loads of peasants as well. I think we're putting irrigation in there. I don't want to put markets in here because what this will do is, how can you put it? This will build up over the time. We got level tier 1 here. What we got any? Right, we're just going to keep building up our population. Glass Guild in there, Distillers Guild, not really interested. So we've still got lots of missing employees. And we're going to keep pushing. I mean, we're not really increasing our profits. Oh, we got here more nobility in the army can lead the masses towards aristocracy. We choose societal values plus 2% towards quantity. We change social value towards plutocracy. Okay, here we go. Plutocracy is, that gives us trade efficiency. Trade efficiency is quite important because trade efficiency relates to our actual profits. What's this here? I would like to go to, is it going to cost and quality? So we're already moving towards quality. This is going to reduce army maintenance. Possible frontage, food consumption minus 10%. And that's quantity. But this would move it towards quality. Army morale, military tactics, army initiative. That's not bad, actually. So this is technically a choice on social values. I don't like aristocracy. What's aristocracy? I mean, I would like to move towards plutocracy. Burger power plus 50%. Yeah, we're going to move towards plutocracy. We're going to upset the aristocratics, but I think that makes more sense, to be honest. Unprofitable buildings. Yeah, these guys are unhappy. commoners are there. We don't have any shortages in the market now, so people should be happy. The rebel movements is growing slowly, but there's nothing we can do about it at the moment. We got these RGOs are still short, but I think we're getting there in the center of pest. Yeah, we're still short burgers. We need to kind of try and improve the we got the library there. My instinct actually is another scriptorium. Let's just see. Okay, let me just see if we can produce books. Like, there's pops need. There's a shortage in the Venetian market, but there's not much I can do about it. Obviously the Venetian. Actually, can we build granaries? Where would be the granary? We got a granary here. We've already got one. How much it cost us to build a granary? What does a granary give us? Building maintenance. Local food capacity plus 200. I think what we'll do is we're going to build another granary, I think. Just to push up this area here. Actually, I wouldn't mind one. Build one. We have a granary. I think we're going to push up. We're going to build 2 granaries. We're going to increase our food capacity here because this is only 650. And if we increase our food capacities, that might actually make everybody a little bit more happier with respect to what's actually going on. Can we increase the... Maybe if I come to economy, is its crown authority. I think what we're going to do is we're going to push this a bit to see if we can get up this legitimacy, so that we can get that reward on the mission. I mean, our stability is still growing, so maybe if we push that a little bit, maybe we could do a little bit more with the stability as well, so that we can get that mission out of the way. It's going to slow down our actual overall costs and income, but I think we're okay. We're earning 15 ducats a month. I know it's not spectacular. What's the potential profit? 0.15. We got the priests for it, so I think I think if we go the books, because we got priests, for some reason they've managed to come through. Yeah, we're in balance. You'll probably find the burgers are flogging the books. Burgers are importing at the moment. Okay, so we're gonna grow scriptoriums because we got priests. So can we increase that again? Yeah, we're going to grow the scriptoriums and see if we can make how much money we're making from books. Yeah, the price is 5, so it's below. It's around 5 ducats. So if we can push up the price, get the books built. Oh, so these are queued, aren't they? Haha. Okay. We're building a scriptorium there. Actually, I've just remembered I was going to talk about expansion. At the moment, one of these is I've forgotten now. Let me just see. I think it's Wallachia. Open the country panel. They're in an alliance with Serbia and Halach. So at the moment, Bulgaria is not involved. Maybe it's Bulgaria. And Seaboyd. Okay. Let me just see. What have we got here? All right. Nobility gain 10% state satisfaction. Oh, that's going to... Oh, of course, they've gained 10% state satisfaction. which means they're now trending. No, they're trending back in the right direction because their satisfaction is 61%. So they're trending down. This is where you've got to be a bit careful with this. What's this? Who's leaving the... Poland is leaving the... due to their succession law. Okay, what's happened now? So it looks like they've now got their own crown prince. Okay, papal warning. News has arrived as an official decree of Pope warning the rulers of the communities to avoid fueling hatred against minorities. The Black Death is without doubt an act of God who claims otherwise. Unfortunately, minorities made the scapegoats. We lose 2-point gain, religious influence. I don't want to lose stability. No, we're going to keep everybody happy. We've now got max literacy nobles, so that's improving. We now have a claim of Hungarian Union weakened. Poland is no longer in our union. That's okay, because I don't want you in the union. I was hoping that we can... okay, it says invite German settlers. Due to the plague and war, our country is mostly depopulated. A small number of peasants are spread very thin in vast territories, making activities that require huge amounts of workers, like reaping the harvest. And we invite new settlers. Oh, great. We lose 12 stability. We get invite country. And from the commoners. Okay. That means we've annoyed them. This game can be very irritating sometimes. Let me just see. So our union is back to just 2 again. So Poland flip-flops in. One idea I did have, and this goes right back, if I ever play Hungary again, it occurred to me that we lost the king very early. And I'm wondering if we built a hospital, because if you build a hospital in your, in where, say we built it in Buda, what the hospital does, okay, we've now got the granary. Where is it? What the hospital does is it increases the character's life expectancy. And I'm wondering whether if we do that, that would remove that malice from the original king to give him more chance of whether he would actually survive. I think we've got 121. I'd like to keep investing that. Let's have a look at production. What's our most It's saying that our maximum profit is the Tailors Guild. So what is the price of... Okay, let me just pause again while I look at this. So it's saying that, whoops. But we've got an oversupply, so why would we're not... We'll have a look to see what we're actually doing. Well, I'm not going to give that. We're going to take the stability from that. Let's have a look at our trade markets. Just let the game run. At the moment, we're still exporting there. And we're actually importing cloth from Venetia, Naples. So we're actually importing cloth into our economy. So maybe there is an argument to maybe increase this a bit. Okay, we're going to go with that, and we're going to build up some more fine cloth. The trouble is, we're still short of... Oh no, we've got back to available workers now, and we're only 58, so they can grow into that. Our provincial food is here. We've got another granary, so we're building this up. We've got food supplies there. Food supplies there. Right, we've got Novograd here. Now, in this province here, over in this, let me just show it on the RGOs. We've got medicants grain, we got stone and silver. I think, where is it? Novigrad here. We've got iron and stone and copper in this area here. So what I'm thinking is it's I think the tool makers, what I'd like to do is possibly we've got a brewery in here. Let's have a look at the tool workshop. See if I don't know if you can see this, but you've got stone, we've got this, so, and we've also got potential for copper and tin. So my instinct is we're going to drop in a naval supplies. This also needs things. I think we can manufacture naval supplies. So what I want to do is make this into a little bit of an area here where we can think. I know we got massive oversupply in here at the moment with tools, respect to tools, but if we can drive the price of tools down, let's see what the price of tools is. So at the moment it says the that's books, sorry, not game. It's tools I want. We're coming here. You can see that at the moment the target price of tools is still rising despite the oversupply. But I think if we can keep pushing in the tools into this area and build up this area here, maybe we can put in naval supplies as well because of the nature of what we've got here. Because what we should get is a production boost from making tools in this area. So we've still got to keep going. New heresies appeared in Christianity. Clearly there's the people who do not understand the only true faith is Catholicism. Okay, so don't tell me we've got that in our country as well. Okay. We've got 125. What have we got here? Control. Is there any way that we can improve the control? Where is our roads? Let's have a look and see. I feel that we really need to invest a bit. We've got roads out here. I mean, Sopon out here would be quite useful. So we got a road out to here. So say we built a road from here into there, but you're actually in there. What is here? We got wheat. And the control here is rubbish. Let me just see if we can. This is 34. This is 11. Control M. We have got water there. Let me just see how the proximity is spreading. So at the moment, to get to here. Whoops. Why can't I get there? We can get to here. Maybe we need to connect up pest. What has we got here? We got a road there. Not Peck. Provinces proposed that the Catholic Church in a Provence. Okay. Maybe. What we got here? We've got this cathedral here. Actually, let's have a look at this. How much did it cost me? 360. Say we built a town here. Actually, what have we got here? My instinct is to build what we got here. We got sturdy grains in solid there. We got what we got here, livestock. If we could push this down here, is there any way we can push this further into here, or we could push across there? I think if we can get Peck kind of included in this so that we can improve our area here. Actually, this is wine country. If we come down here across through here, say we built, there's a, in here we got this area here which has got fish. I'm not really interested in fish. Let me just see. I just let the game run. What we got here? We got saltpeter, which is there anything we can do anything in here? I think let's put a market village up in our gold mine up here because we're not going to develop that. And that's a gold mine up there. Got a gold mine there. We've got a gold mine here, which has got virtually nothing in it. I think I've just trying to build the gold mine in the wrong village. And I think if we build, we've got a gold mine here. If we build a village there, hunts, I think forest village irrigation. No. Part of me feels that we could build something here. Let me just, oops. Social cravings. Maintaining the social order comes before sanitation. We could lose stability again. Ever since the arrival of the plague, many have avoided large gatherings of public festivals out of fear. Over time, everyone has an associate festival. The grumbles and complaints of the commoners are growing louder by, oh god. 6 towards stuff that we lose legitimacy. Commoners lose. We can't keep hitting the commoners with state satisfaction. They're not recovering anyway. Towards free subjects. Okay. We'll go with that. We are losing legitimacy, prestige again. But we just can't seem to cut a break at the moment with respect to our overall kind of interest in population. Let me just see. See if I can build the control up here. Nope. We've got 187. Again, a fortification expert gains improved What's this? We'll go for that. I think. The end of the Black Death. Did you survive? Okay, 120. 1.26k population. So we finally got rid of the Black Death. We've still got disease in the country. It looks like we've got down here we've got measles, but okay, our chancellor reports to improve all relations as much as they can. Okay, so what does Poland think? I'm looking for potential allies with respect to our population. Novigrad here. We got a library. Is there anything we can put into here? Hospital, monastery. This will increase cathedral. Actually, if we build a cathedral here, that will increase the demand for fine cloth, glass, and everything like that. For more thing, but it will also give a migration attraction to here, so that this area would grow faster. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to put in a cathedral in here, because what that will do is it will increase the migration into here. What shortages have we got? We got any shortages whatsoever? We got amber shortage in the pest market. I don't think we've actually got amber, have we? Lumber is still a bit of a problem. Okay, we've now got our thing. So we're just going to do the parliament, and then we're kind of get this way. Increase ties to our neighbours. Okay, let's see what we got. We got 50%. Just pause while I think about this. I think I would like a law change, but I'm not exactly sure. Oh, mining law. Burger control. This would give us expand mining cost and progress. Oh, I'd like that. That mining law. Administrative centres. Work. Let's have a look through. Border control, censorship, cultural traditions, distribution of power, favour of the ruler, religious teachings, same religions, court language. What's the court language? Common language. We have court language at the moment. We don't, that doesn't really gain us that much. Royal court, balanced court, levy law, nobility levies. What have we got here? Inclusive levies. Towards the monthly don't really want to push decentralization. Legal code, civil law, traditional law. No, I think we'll stick with that. Marriage law, royal court. I like this because yeah, we're gonna go for burger. Okay, so we're gonna change that law. Oh, we got naught in the aristocratic support. We lose legitimacy. I don't want to lose legitimacy. Demand for a new monastery. Okay, we're going to build a monastery. I think that will support for traditional ideas. Change policy. Enact the inclusive levies policy. In levy law. What is that? Laws. Military laws. Levy law. Levy combat efficiency. Okay, so we can actually, we get back to here. We change the policy towards levy law. We can get that. Contain professional armies. Loses 10%. Oh no, we're certainly not going to do that. Support for traditional ideas, aristocratic support. We don't really want to lose that. So we're caught a little bit between a rock and a hard place at the moment, aren't we? I don't really want to move towards. Do I want to move towards traditionalist? We're moving towards there, but I think I'd like to go that direction, but maybe cultural tradition. Okay, maybe I don't want to lose the research progress. I don't think we're going to get this, so we're just going to have to, and of course we're going to lose stability, aren't we? I need to get that stability cost up and running. It just keeps bleeding away from us all the time. Economy, balance. Can I push this up even higher? Let's go to max. It's going to cost us money, but at the moment I'm not really spending the money anyway, so we might as well try and push this up as high as we can. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm just going to run the game on 4. Unpause. Let it run on 4. But, okay. At last, we've now got cultural capacity. That means that if we go to here now, where is it? Is it culture? We've now got rid of that malice that we've had from the very beginning of the game. This is what we've been working towards. So we've now got accepted cultures. That means that we could, if we wanted to, is actually add accepted culture, but that's going to cost us more of that. Slovak, we could change these to add accepted culture, but I don't want to do that, so we're just going to let the game run. I'm just going to let it run through so we get rid of the parliament. And then that will be it for this part. What are you building? I'm building a toll castle. Oh God, that's what a toll castle is. So we're getting, let's have a look at our production efficiency here. Yep. The expectations of PEC. Members of the PEC are surprisingly receptive to a proposal. Well, that's given us 23%. Is there a chance that we may aristocratic support 23? Pause so we don't run out of the population. Contain. See if we could go for that aristocratic support, but I don't want to lose that legitimacy. Okay, no, we're just gonna let it run. Foreign inventor. Okay, what we got here? A brilliant Serbian inventor from Serbia has come to seek our patronage after falling out with the monarchy. The inventor is dedicated some months to the great minds of the age. Kingdom of Serbia. I like that research progress, to be honest. And well, I mean, yeah, we'll take that. We'll get the boost to research. I think that, wow, parliamentary traditions, they finally understand us. We're getting 10% support now. Oh, increase ties through the, we lose 7. We failed to get well. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, we'll see if we can see how old our what we call it is, our heir is now. Time can pass very quickly on this thing here. So we've still got 9 years to go. So he's now 7. I don't know what his traits are like. Oops. He's got an expensive education. He's intelligent. He's building up some nice stats. So hopefully in the next part, we will be able to get him on the throne. And then once we can get him on the throne, and as long as he doesn't die, we'll get that there. Let me just one thing I do want to take a quick look at. Yeah, we got books. I think what I will do off camera is, because we're building up quite a big stockpile of things, so I don't think we got to worry too much about resources. I think we got a little bit of money here. Novograd is building the cathedral. We are making a profit here. I think the one thing I do want to look at, apologies for this, is naval supplies here. We've got, what have we got here? We got copper, we got tin, we got lumber, fiber crops and tar. I think we can, if we can make, I think it's here, isn't it? No, not military, sorry. It's laborers. Oh, we can't make a tar pit. We can put a bridge in though to Novograd. I think just it's only 34. We'll queue up a bridge to go into Novograd. That will improve that area there. In fact, is there anywhere else that I haven't built a bridge yet? Can we build a bridge here? No. I think we built a bridge here. Here. We haven't built a bridge here. Maybe we're just popping a bridge down here as well, just to try and push that control down to this area. Oops. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.